All right, everybody, this is the moment we've all been waiting for here. This is going to be the first attempt at a first start. So we got our wires on there. We dumped a little gas in the little overflow, hopefully filled the bowl a little bit.
Now we're going to start it.
And the kids are here. They're excited. Charlie's ready to go. Henry's ready to go. So I'm going to get inside here. We're going to give her a crank and hopefully it starts and hopefully the oil pressure comes up. There's no gas pedal hooked up yet, so let's see what happens here. Henry, you want to go crank it again? The oil pressure didn't come up. I don't know why. Hold it. I think we're out of gas. Just stay in there, Henry.
Oh.
Go ahead and crank it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Did the oil pressure come up? Well, there we have it. As you can see, I got a nice little bow tie on there. So that's looking better. I gotta say, help lift that up there, Henry. There we go. So it was spewing a little smoke out of this side mostly, but that might just be rings that need to seal up a little bit. I don't know how long it sat for a little over a year from when we pulled it out of the truck. Before that, while I was in the grain truck, I mean, it may have sat for 10 years. I don't know. So it may have some seals and stuff that it just needs to run and get hot, and maybe it'll smoke a little less. Some of it might just be oil that spilled out onto the exhaust manifolds too. That's why it was smoking. But we'll deal with that if it smokes a little bit.
Dad, we need a driver's license.
We do. We need a driver's license to drive this thing. But there we have it. That was a surprise that it actually started that easily.
It's starting.
Hopefully, just a few things. I had a few people ask me some questions on kind of some of the stuff I did, and I wanted to maybe go over a few things if anybody's considering doing this. One thing I would do differently, there's always lots of that kind of stuff as you put stuff together. I think one thing I would do differently on this is right back here where the engine was going to interfere with the firewall. I've got, I got an inch and a half back there before the valve cover and the head hits. I think what I would do if I were you trying to do this, I would cut this little hump out of here. It's where the gas pedal actually is on the inside of the truck. But I would cut that out and maybe weld in a plate there, and that would allow you to push the engine back another, and you couldn't go too far. I mean, you got about 4 inches behind the distributor there. So you could go another 2 inches, which would get you to this factory there's a second set of holes here. This was the original position, and you could move it forward to the front position. I think that would get you to where you could go to those factory holes and then flip these back around to the stock. Because right now I've got them flip-flopped left and right is left. I think if you did that, it puts the engine back. We got about 2 inches here, plus another inch and a half, I think, by flipping these back the way they're supposed to go. So I think in doing that, it'd push you back maybe 4 inches, 3.5. Maybe that'd be a little too much. I don't know. But I think that's what I would do, is maybe try to modify that a little bit. Oh, here comes the rain. But yeah, so that's one thing I think I would do differently, and then it would make the inside. We're gonna climb in here because it's raining. Go to the other side, Henry. It would make this line up a little bit better if you could come back just a couple inches, just 2 inches only, right there. Well, here we are in the truck in the rain. I was really happy to see that oil pressure come up. When it was first idling there, it was just kind of stuck down there, but I had also taken it all apart and whatever. But I was glad to see that come up right. It came up right into the middle. So we've got good oil pressure. I put a little bit heavier oil in there than normal, but man, that's here. Charlie wants to come in here. That's a relief. So things are going to slow down a little bit on this project, I think, coming up here. I don't know exactly what, keep your feet off the seat, okay? I don't know exactly what we're going to be able to do on this in the next weeks and months as the weather starts getting a little cooler here in Minnesota. I think the next step, I'm going to pull this fan off. I'm not going to run just the mechanical fan on there. I think I'm just going to get an electric fan and just bolt it on here. You can get them for 30 or 40 bucks. I think we'll just go with that route. I need to get a battery. I need to take out my heater system out of the inside and get that cleaned out because it was completely full of mouse nests and poop and all that stuff. I need to get wheels and tires. I've gone over all this before. So there's a lot of things I need to do yet, but hey, that thing starting up was a biggie. Also, this throttle linkage here is absolute trash. I JB welded it on because the carburetor, the original one, was broken. The linkage, which I didn't realize, so that was a major bummer. So I had a donor that had a different style linkage on it. So we took it off. I gotta close this because it's raining here. So carburetor's an issue. We're gonna have to get a different carburetor. That's it.